Alright, welcome race fans to Texas here tonight with MaxSpeed in the Nationwide Cars Xfinity Series. Believe this is race 2, Ed. I believe, isn't it?
I believe so, Ray.
Hard for me to keep track of all this stuff, man. It's just too much. Well, they're going to be turning 100 laps here tonight, so we'll be ready for some good racing here. These guys always do provide some great shows. We got a couple of viewers in chat, so hello everybody and welcome.
Oh, definitely welcome.
I gotta get a couple more things set up here. Alright, there we go. Well, practice about a little over 11 and a half minutes left to practice here, and then we'll be heading to qualifying.
Hey, we gotta run to the boys' room.
Roger that.
Okay, we come back.
Roger that. I'm here.
Of course.
Well, I got a pretty good field going on. I don't think we're going to expect a great big huge field, but you just never know. We still got about 8.5 minutes left here. You just never know.
Yep, you would never know. Anything's possible.
Well, a couple of guys to watch out for tonight. Michael Feliciano. He is definitely one. Richard Gonzalez. It looks like he's pretty fast. Gary Lowe, Randy McCanny. These guys all really fast here, and the guys that kind of keep an eye out for here tonight. Feliciano has been really fast lately, and I kind of look for him to be up there in the front sometime. He's just been wickedly fast this. Hold on a minute. Okay, we're back. That's kind of weird why that thing does that. It just does that every now and then. It just, I don't know if it's an OBS thing or what. It just crashes.
And that's weird.
Yeah, it's just weird. Takes me a little bit to get it going again, but once it gets going, it's alright. I don't know. Weird. Well, again, sorry about that, folks. Just little technical issues that you gotta deal with. We're about 2 minutes, a little less than 3 minutes away from qualifying. Alright, less than a minute and a half till qualifying. We're getting down there, Ed. Getting closer by the minute.
Oh yeah.
Alright, seconds away, folks. We're about to kick this thing off and get it going. Alright, Ed, I'm going to mute you real quick, buddy, and we'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay, we're back.
Up tempo already.
Wow. These are just acting really funny tonight. Well, Richard Gonzalez does take the pole so far, but just beating Feliciano by 13 one-thousandths of a second. Pretty tight.
A lot of fast times right there.
Yes, sir. You're probably right, NBA. He's saying Feliciano's going to probably win. Well, let's see if Gonzalez can stay there with them. Gary Lowe, Justin Romaine. Got some pretty fast guys in behind him. Boy, Mark Robertson coming in 6th spot. That's pretty awesome.
Yep. David Toretto, Tom Toretto there on the 8th spot. Carey's going to run this run.
Yeah, I believe so.
So running on the 9th spot there. Nick Taylor running up the 10th spot.
I don't know why I was thinking they had open qualifying. I guess I was thinking back in the truck series, but alright, looks like that's going to wrap it up for qualifying.
And we have the grid line.
Yes, sir. Let's get some sound on this. And we'll run down through the grid here. Alright, Richard Gonzalez taking the pole position with a 29.591. Congratulations to him. Michael Feliciano in 2nd. Oh, you didn't do that. Really? Gary Lowe in 3rd. Justin Romaine 4th. Randy McCanny 5th. Mark Robertson 6th. David Schneer in 7th. Tom Serrato 8th. Kerry Woodward 9th. And Nick Taylor rounding out the top 10. Teddy Wisniewski back in 11th. Brian Brewer 12th. Anthony Cianci 13th. Graham Hood 14th. Eric Kaplinger 15th. Brian Pager 16th. Brian Timbrell 17th. Mark Nichols 18th. And I'm not sure if Tyler Stanley's running or not, but if he is, he's in the 19th place, and that's going to round out the field. Not a big field, but that'll be just about right for a good race here.
Here we go.
Pace car not moving.
I think he got stuck.
Yeah. Remind me, I got to talk to you afterwards. That's something I should have talked to you about before, but oh well. Okay, thank you, Dustin. Dustin Kinnaman in chat.
Oh, nice.
Cool. He says Tyler likes to start in the back. It's a good, safe place to be.
Oh, it sure is, Rudy. Okay, Rudy. Our pace car is going to duck down here for the first time at Texas. Green flag is waving in the air. Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing. We're off.
Boy, Richard Gonzalez not wasting any time to pull out to a 3/4 of a second lead already, but I hope that's just a little bit not too strong, and go out there and burn up them tires right off the bat.
Yeah, you bet that right, Rudy. You can burn them off quick here, especially that right front.
All right, Justin Romaine now back to the 4th place. Mark Robertson 5th. Mark picked up 1 spot on that start. Got by Randy McCanny. Everybody kind of being patient right now, just riding it out. And Richard Gonzalez does lead the very first lap of the race. Sound on this, I think. Gary Lowe right there hanging not far off the bumper of Michael Feliciano, but he's got company with Justin Romaine. Justin keeps taking a peek on the inside, but I don't know if he's got enough to get by him just yet.
He's a little more horsepower.
Yep.
But you know what we always talk about, Roy? The best thing in these super speedways is drafting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Get up in the back of that bumper, man, just draft with the guy, and you'll pull up a little farther towards the front. You get that air, and actually the car will move a little faster.
Randy McCanny gets by Mark Robertson and puts Mark back into the 2nd place. And Mark hanging right there with him, though.
I think Mark's just being patient here. He knows how this track is. It'll fall off eventually. The tires get a little hot, and the tires, once they fall off, then your speeds drop a little bit, Rudy.
Yeah, Mark usually runs really good here too. I think this is one of his favorite tracks. I've seen him run exceptionally well here.
I thought Justin Romaine was going to take that position, that 3rd spot position, but he looks like he backed it up now. He looked like he was going to pull out and take it, but didn't have enough forces right there.
Feliciano now 9/10 of a second behind Gonzalez. Gonzalez just out there putting the show on right now.
Oh, he sure is, Rudy.
Back in the field there a little further, Brian Brewer in 9th. And he's kind of working over Kerry Woodward right now. Woodward's up to the 8th place. And it doesn't look like he's pulling away too much ahead of Brian Brewer. Brian just there being patient right now. Teddy Wisniewski in 10th. And he's got close company with Graham Hood, which goes really high into turn 3. Almost opening the door up there for David Schnarr.
Yeah, I was watching there Tom Toredo's ride there. He started 8th spot there, moved up to 7th. Going to follow Mark Robertson there, Rudy.
Brian Timbrell in 13th. Eric Kaplinger 14th. Going way down to the inside, trying to break that draft from Mark Nichols. Mark Nichols follows him all the way down there. Nick Taylor in 16th. Brian Pager 17th. And Anthony Cianci last on the field right now in 18th. Hey, Robert. Yeah, I'm not sure. 47 laps. That sounds probably pretty close. Yeah. Feliciano's starting to get a little heat in them tires and working his way back down to about 8 or 9/10 of a second from Gonzalez.
Boy, Kaplinger really got loose there, man. Now Mark Nichols Jr. is going to pass him up underneath there. Kaplinger's trying to hold him off on that high side. We'll see what happens coming into turn 3. Looks like Mark Nichols will have that position.
Yes, sir.
Nick Taylor going to ride up on the back of his bumper now.
And Nick's been into the wall. Got a little bit of right front damage.
That'll hurt that car just a little bit. That little front air dynamic on that car, it might upset it a little bit. But it looks like those have no trouble right now.
All right, David Schnarr in 11th. Teddy Wisniewski still in 10th, pulling this back part of the field around. He's about 1.3 seconds from Brian Brewer. Brian Brewer in 9th. Kerry Woodward 8th. Tom Serrato 7th. Mark Robertson 6th. Randy McCanny 5th. Gary Lowe and Justin Romaine battling it out here. It looks like Justin Romaine did go into 3rd place that time.
Now look at the battle back here. Look like a Nick Taylor and Kaplinger there going at it here. We'll see who they're coming into turn 2 here. Side by side, one up on the top, one at the bottom. Here we go. We're coming back out of the turn onto the backstretch. Looks like Nick Taylor will have that position.
Yes, he does. So that little bit of damage isn't really bothering him just yet.
No, not yet, Rudy.
Gonzalez out there, clean air, definitely showing the way.
Our Canadian friend there, Mark Robertson there, riding in the 6th spot still. Tom Serrato right back of him in that 7th spot. Kerry Woodward there running in the 8th spot. Brian Brewer running in that 9th spot. Good job, Brian.
Schnarr looks to the inside of Teddy Wisniewski and takes that position away from Teddy, so David goes into 10th.
Oh.
Good run for David tonight.
Oh, it sure is, Rudy.
Well, you might be right. See green flag pit stops and all, man, that would be... Oh, Teddy Wisniewski into the wall. Man, I got to find him.
He's saving it, Rudy.
He got into the side of Mark Nichols, but no caution. Let's go back and take a look at that. Man, that looked pretty ugly. He got really loose coming off of turn 2 right there. Goes out, hits the outside wall, and comes right into the side of Mark Nichols. But it just didn't seem like it did too awful much to Mark. He got a little damage on it, but I don't think he even backed off the gas. So Teddy on pit road now getting that looked at. Meantime, Feliciano now 1.3 seconds behind Gonzalez.
Boy, Gonzalez is on a roll tonight, isn't he? There we go. Teddy's on his way back out.
Oh, very good, very good. I think they do have one reset.
Okay.
So you hate to use it on lap 16 out of a 100-lap race, but at least he's able to get back out there. Still a lot of racing to go yet. Randy McCanny in 4th place, coming up on Justin Romaine, and that would be for the 3rd place. So McCanny turning up the heat here later on.
Yeah, it looks like he is on a later run that he's having really right now. Looks like he was just, saving his tires there, and he's going to go get that 3rd spot, see if he can get it away from him.
Well, been pretty cool, Ed. Caution-free so far. Don't want to say that too loud, but knock on wood.
I'm with you all the way, brother. I know how that is. We start talking about that, you know.
Yeah, I just hate it for the guys when they get caught up into stuff like that. They're starting to get spread out around the field quite a little bit. David Schnarr having company with Brian Timbrell right behind him. That could turn into a battle here before this goes too much further. Kerry Woodward running in 8th spot, and he is out there pretty much in clean air. Nobody ahead of him. He's about 1.4 seconds behind our behind 7th place Tom Serrato.
There goes Justin Romaine. He's going to pass up the second spot there of Michael there.
Yeah, man, what a job he did. Wow.
McCanny's looking on the inside of him now. I don't know what's going on with 200.
Yeah.
Maybe tires burned up or...
Feliciano is, man. Robert Moyer said hi, Ed.
Hi, Robert. How are we doing tonight? I think what happened, Rudy, he burnt his tire up trying to catch Gonzalez there, and this, tires are going away. And we talked about that on this track.
Yes, sir. Now Romaine in second. The guy in the number 34, that would be David Schnarr, however you say that, Schnarr or Schnarr, I guess. Yeah, pretty good looking John Deere car. Not quite as good as looking as mine, but of course I don't have the John Deere paint on my B car. I've never got my B car painted, but my Gen 6 John Deere car is absolutely amazing. Looks like Teddy Wisniewski has taken it behind the wall, Ed.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's an ouch for him. Doggone.
I don't know what that, maybe it was a lap down or something happened to that car, because I know you said he had it fixed, right?
Well, I thought he did, but I guess he decided maybe he just wasn't racing good out there tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, 10 for Rudy.
Well, Randy McCanny now gets by Feliciano and is working over Justin Romaine's car.
He sure is, Rudy. Like I said, that cat was just, he's just being patient out there, and looked like he's chasing that second driver down. Look out, Justin Romaine! You got a tailgater.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, they might draft together, and if they draft together, then they can catch that leader.
Boy, Justin was just a little loose coming off a 2 that time, but I don't think he lifted off the fuel. He just stayed right in it. He did a little right turn to go left.
He hit that white line down there. That's just like friggin' hitting a patch of ice there. He hit that white line. That's really, really slippery down there, Justin. Be careful of that.
Yeah, we see that a lot. The guys, some guys, they like to use that white line to help them turn a little bit. But boy, if you hit it just a little bit too much, it will upset that car.
Oh, it sure will, Rudy. I'll bring that car right around. You'll be fighting that wheel left or right, Dad.
Well, we're probably about halfway from the first pit stops, maybe a little past halfway. And Justin Romaine now is 3 seconds behind our leader, Richard Gonzalez. I'm getting reports that Gonzalez was very fast and won at Texas here a couple of weeks ago. And he's actually got the win on saving fuel.
Oh wow! Oh, awesome.
So I don't know if he's out there saving fuel right now. I think everybody's pushing their hardest right now, and him included. Romaine now 2.9 seconds back. Randy McCanny in third, Feliciano in fourth, and Mark Robertson now into fifth. Tom Serrato sixth, Brian Timbrell seventh. We have had a couple on pit road. Looks like Anthony Cianci's been on pit road and Gary Lowe's been on pit road. They will both go a lap down, but Gary Lowe back in 16th place had to make one pit stop.
That's a little pit strategy, different strategy we're going to see tonight, Rudy.
Yeah, and he could very well be playing this playing the fuel mileage game here too, because if he short pitted this stop and he makes one more stop, he can make it the rest of the way on one more stop. Where the other guys are going to have to stop 2 times.
Right, exactly.
So, possibly.
Well, equation we don't want to never say about a yellow flag that comes out, but the guys that taking a short pit, what can happen when the yellow comes out and that guy takes that short pit route, you know what I mean, and it's all, man, the caution came out, the leader's definitely going to go in and get fuel and brand new tires and get out of the pits, and then they'll race on, the caution goes, we go back to green. I mean, the guys that pitted, earlier, are they going to stay out? Are they going to get fresh tires? That all plays in a role here at Texas or any super speedway.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's a chances you take, and that could happen or could not happen. I mean, if we didn't have a caution and you short pitted, you get that pit strategy. They say, man, listen, I'm going to short pit. I'm going to get fuel. I'm going to get fresh tires. So the leader that pits, you're still going to be in the same predicament. I mean, as the leader, because he's still got to get fuel, he's still got to get tires. I mean, I don't know, really. I'd rather stay out till the leader comes in. But if your tires are burnt up, and you might as well go get tires and get it filled up with a snook of fuel and get back on the track.
Well, Dustin Kinnaman in chat here says that he thinks he might be able to make it on one fuel stop if he can save fuel. Save a little bit of fuel. So if he can make it on one pit stop, man. But he's done it before, though.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was talking about. If you can do it, then do it. Stay out as long as you can, and that's a better chance for you as a driver. It's because you don't want to burn your tires up. Too bad. So you can get that long run. Some of these guys really push it too hard, Rudy. They burn the tires up. They don't have no choice but to slow that car down into the turns. No matter what turn, come out of 2, 3, or 4. And that's where it's at right there. If you can get that long run, and you're better off that way.
Well, Dustin said last season at Texas he pitted once and won. But he said
that's awesome.
Yeah, he wanted to mention that he was running in last on that race, but he's leading this one.
Right, exactly.
But Tom Serrato slipped when you were talking there, Ed. I didn't want to interject in there, but he slipped, and a couple of people got by him. Actually, 3: Mark Robertson, Brian Timbrell, and David Schnarr get by him. Now David Schnarr.
Snare. You can tell that Tom Serrato there is having a little problem there. Every time he goes in the turn, you can see him backing that gas up and that throttle there. It's just a little tick loose right now. I think that right front's burned up a little bit on him, Rudy.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he made that pass on Mark Robertson, and he seemed to be okay, but he just overdrove it there coming out of turn 2. Might have got back in the throttle a little bit too quick, and when he did, it just caused him to get a little loose and get into the wall. But he did a heck of a job of saving it. He took it down to the inside, but barely scraped the inside wall.
Yeah, 10-4. We just watched, Dave Schnarr just get by Mark Robertson there, because Mark Robinson's, back in those turns up, and he lost momentum there on the throttle there because he's gotten loose. Tires wear out a little bit, so he's looking for that long run. So, if the guy's going to be faster, just let him by. Ooh, he hits the apron there a little bit and got the car sideways there, but he got it straightened out.
Well, Richard Gonzalez, our leader, has passed up Mark Nichols and Kerry Woodward for 15th and 14th. Puts them one lap down. Now he's looking at Brian Brewer not far ahead of him to put him a lap down. So, man, lapping traffic already, Ed, on lap 38.
Boy, that's the unthinkable here, especially at Texas. I don't see that much. I mean, I can see a couple cars maybe getting a lap down, but maybe they're not working on the same steering ratio and all that. Maybe some of these guys probably have trouble running Texas. Because Texas to me it's a really fun track. It really is, Rudy. And you got to have the right, combination to run here well. So,
right.
They might get their laps back, man. We'll not if, like I said, if the caution came up, which we don't want. But anything can happen at this point.
Oh, for sure. Hi, Diane. How are you? Dustin, that's a friend of mine, Diane.
Hello, Diane.
Yeah, she's from up north where I used to live. Old-time friend. Gosh, I've known her for, man, a lot of years. Way too many to count, huh, Diane? Gosh, ever since we were little kids. Been a long, long time friend. Real good friends with her whole family, her mom and dad. Her dad is a heck of a nice guy. He sold Moto Guzzi motorcycles. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but it's an old motorcycle that they sold years and years ago. I don't even know if they even sell them again. Moto Guzzi. And I think he got into something else, but retired now, and I think he's living in Florida now, isn't he, Diane? Your dad, mom and dad living in Florida, aren't they? That's usually where retired people go. They can get out of the cold weather and finally get into the warm weather. Yes, we are old friends, she says. Yep. And not, we don't want the emphasis on old either. Just long-time friends. We're not old. Well, Justin Romaine has closed that gap up, Ed, so I'm thinking Gonzalez may be backing up his corners and trying to save some fuel right now, and probably going to be pitting here in the next few laps.
Oh, see, he did knock it down there when he was going through traffic down to 1.99, but he got it back up to 2.275 again, so he lost him there at time.
Yeah, boy, I just seen Nick Taylor plow into the wall coming out of turn 2. Well, I try to be, thank you.
I think what happened there, Rudy, his tires got hot there, and the car's just sliding because he's pushing it too hard.
Yeah, these guys would all welcome new tires. We've only had a couple of people who've been on pit road, and they're a lap down. So, Gonzalez still out front by 2 seconds now over Justin Romaine. Randy McCanny hanging on right there in third. And we're just waiting to see when these guys are going to pit.
I just see Brian Pager going to go by Mark Robertson for that position that he was in. I think that'll move up Pager up to 8 spots.
7th spot.
The 7th? Okay, really sorry.
Yep, push Mark back to 8.
Okay, because it showed me on my relative still in this 8th spot. So I thought when he crossed the finish line, it moves him to 7th. It probably did this time. Yeah, there it goes.
Yep. Well, waiting to see when the guys are going to pit. Well, I don't know. They're getting awful close to the halfway mark. See, we're going to see how many of these guys are going to try this one pit stop and see if they can make it on one pit stop. You know. So we'll see.
Well, we hope we can make it to lap 50 because we're actually at lap 47. So that's what they're looking for, Rudy.
Yeah, they're going to want to probably come down on lap 49 because that'll put them when they cross the line. That'll make lap 50.
So we set the 48's going to be pitting this lap. Mark Nixel Jr. is going to be pitting this time.
The leader completes lap 47, starting on lap 48. So possibly in another lap or two, we'll see the leader come down pit road. But Randy McCanny does get by Justin Romaine and goes into second. Feliciano's still hanging on in 4th place, 5.5 seconds back.
Okay, our leader's at lap 49. He needs to make one more lap.
Yeah, we'll see if he does come down pit road this time, man.
Yeah, 10-4.
If he does, then we know that is his. He just gives his strategy away right there that he'll be doing it on one pit stop.
10-4 on that, Rudy.
I mean, if he doesn't, great. You know, the more laps he turns, the better. But you know, that just kind of gives him the opportunity to. Maybe at the end he'll have enough fuel that if somebody does mount a challenge on him, that he'll actually be able to battle with them. You know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Won't have to worry about fuel. I guess they want to just about run this thing to bone dry.
I think so, man, because they were on lap 50. He's still turning some laps.
Yes, sir. Still not making any notion to come down pit road. Randy McCanny, neither. Justin Romaine.
Kerry's going to be pitting this lap.
Kerry Woodward, yes. Heading for pit road. Kerry does. He comes down. All right, right side's going on. And left side's going on, so he will be able to make it the rest of the way from here. So I believe everybody is doing the one tire or one pit stop race. So next we'll watch and see when our leader is going to come down. He still goes by pit road, but Kerry Woodward back out. That'll put him in 16th spot, a couple laps down to the leader. Oh, I know it. Yeah, I agree, Dustin. How has he not run out of fuel? He's still out here leading, though.
Oh, let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8 cars still not pitted yet. So
yeah, actually 10 of them.
Hey, 10 of them. All right.
Yeah, all the way back to Brian Brewer in 10th spot. None of them guys have pitted.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. David Schneer comes down pit road. Yep, that'll going to put him a lap down, but he comes down for his final pit stop of the day, so that'll be 8 cars.
I'm just interested in how many laps can this B car get out of this track. That's what I'm interested to see that.
Brian Brewer going by Nick Taylor, and Brian goes into 8th.
Man, look at McCanny, dude. He just closed the gap up on our leader, Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah, Gonzalez staying out there. You know, that's not really a good thing to do, and here's why. The longer he stays out there, these guys that have the newer
fresher tires
are going to catch up to him, and I don't know. It's not a good thing to do.
Oh, Gonzalez is going to pit this time.
Whoa, he wanted to, but there was a car pitting. Oh boy, I hope he don't run out of gas. We've got a couple of coming down pit road. Yes, I'm sorry, I take that back. Randy McCanny. Wow, I was on the wrong guy. Sorry.
Randy McCanny will pit this lap.
Yeah, he led that lap. So our leader on pit road. Looks like Michael Feliciano on pit road as well. Uses his reset.
Get it rolled down, buddy.
4 tires for everybody. We got 45 to go.
Well, we know we can get 56 laps out of this car, Rudy.
Yeah, man, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it is. All right, Romaine is gonna probably get 4 set of tires there and fill up with full of that Snoco fuel there. Right side going on now, Rudy. He's off.
Who's that?
Pit stop.
Who's that?
Romaine. Justin.
I'm on him right now. Am I not live? How come? He's just now coming down pit road.
No, I got him leaving now.
Justin Romaine?
Yep.
Wow, I don't know. I'm live. I'm just showing him coming into his pit stall. I am live.
Maybe I was on the wrong car, Rudy. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, something's not right there. Justin Romaine is rolling out. He's going to maintain. Looks like he's going to maintain.
Oh,
and
we have
caution.
a yellow. Oh, no.
Man.
That's going to upset some cars.
Nick Taylor going around. Holy smokes. Let's watch and see what happened to Nick Taylor.
Brian Pager will come out leading this race.
Oh boy, did he hit those bumps in turn 2, and that just totally upset that car. He right turned, left turned, everything, and hit the inside wall a ton.
Oh no.
Oh man, lots of damage on Nick Taylor's car. I know he had a little bit of right front damage, but you know he did kind of hit flat. So I don't really think there's going to be a whole lot of damage. He might have a little bit of toe damage on it, you know, toe in damage, toe out.
Oh, you're right, right.
Yep.
Yep.
Might have a little bit of that, but other than that, I think he might be all right.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah, I mean, it could have really crunched it in, but it didn't. So now Brian Pager's in the lead. And he has not pitted yet. The front 3 have not pitted. Eric
I was going to say
Kaplinger,
that was McKinney I was on, Rudy. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. So the front 3 are coming in now because they have not been on pit road yet.
Okay.
So we'll see who that's going to give the lead up to. I believe it's probably going to be McKinney. Yeah, McKinney is going to be our leader. And I think that's going to put Justin Romaine in second, Richard Gonzalez third. So for the first time today, Richard Gonzalez is not in the lead. But just so you know, though, he has led the most laps today. He's led 54 laps, so he does clinch the title for that, even though he come back on pit road. Looks like he did take 4 tires again. Stretching them tires up a little bit. Hey, it doesn't hurt under caution, right?
Definitely not. If you got a chance to get 4 sets of tires, you go in there and get some new ones.
That's right. This track likes to eat them.
Oh, you definitely got that right, Rudy.
So Randy loving life right now. He's up in front. Justin Romaine second. See how this is going to work out for them. Brian Pager in third. Mark Robertson fourth. Eric Kaplinger fifth. Richard Gonzalez sixth. Gary Lowe seventh. Michael Feliciano in eighth. Brian Timbrell is on pit road, but technically in ninth. David Schneier in 10th. He is ahead of the leader, so he's going to get the iRacing wave by. Tom Serrato right behind him will get the wave by as well. And those guys should have enough time. No, they won't have enough time. That's a bad thing. They won't have enough time to come down pit road. So luckily, they've already been on pit road.
Lucky, yeah, they already done that, Rudy, and they'll just sit in the back of the field as we get back under the green flag conditions.
And we're about to get there pretty quick here. They should get the 1 to go, I think. I think they'll get it this time. So Diane, what do you think of this sim racing? Pretty, it's almost like real, isn't it? I know you tuned in the other night for a little bit, and you're back in tonight watching. And what do you think of this sim racing? This is as close to the real thing as a lot of these guys will ever see. Same as myself, you know, I never get in a real car, so this is as close as we'll ever get. Randy McCanny driving the Mustang. So Mustang's on the front row right now, Ed.
They sure are. Remaining McKinney out there on the front row. We'll see who'll get that restart there and see who's going to get out there and get going. Our pace lights are off. We're getting ready to go back to green. Gentlemen, let's tighten those belts.
Yeah, well, Dustin there in chat, Dustin Kinnaman, he's usually in this race, and didn't make it here tonight. So kind of a cool thing. This is a good league, very good league. That's the first caution of the race. Man,
I see Roman. I see Roman. Oh, okay, Rudy, here we go.
All right, sorry.
Hey, the pace car dives in. Green flags waving one more time, gentlemen. Let's go racing. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Got a good restart there, Rudy.
Yep. Well, that clean air's got to help them, you know.
Oh, definitely. Boy, look at Romain gonna come back up on the Kenny's bumper, man. Can he take that? He wants to lead a lap.
And Mark
Look at Mark Robertson. Where did he come from?
Wow. Man, that's got some horsepower under that thing. I think I'd strip that thing down and check it for some hack or something.
I don't know, but he says you better move those Fords over. There's Chevrolets coming up through there.
Man, I'm telling you, that was close, and he drove it right on by. Them guys they drove it in there hard.
Oh, they sure did, Rudy.
Okay, good deal, Dustin. Yeah, it'll be good to see you back on the track.
Oh, have a caution.
Uh-oh.
Not good.
We can find where it's at. Oh, Gary low. Oh, let's go see what happened here.
Let's see black marks all over the place.
Ooh, a little bump in there. Looked like between him and Eric Kaplinger into the turn. Boy, he drove it in there really hard, washed up the hill, and right into Eric Kaplinger. Now that I don't think that's what upset the car enough that Gary really had a hard time getting it back under control. Caught the apron, went down below the white line, and that did it right there. And he turns it around right in front of traffic.
Backs it up in the inside wall.
Nick Taylor gets by a bunch of them. Oh, ouch. The hot rod ain't a hot rod no more.
Nope, it sure ain't. He didn't want him to hit the front end. He looked like he was going to come back around and hit that nose, man. Don't touch the nose. The nose is perfect.
Now, we know these guys would like to have new tires, but you're coming to 35 to go. Do you pit? No.
I don't think I pit. I mean, you know what? On the longer run, these cars are awesome on long runs.
Yep. Well, we didn't have a lot of viewers tonight. Actually, a lot less than I expected, really. But those of you that stuck with us, man, I thank you very much. Always like to have our viewers here on MaxSpeedTV. You can follow us on Facebook at MaxSpeedTV.com. Check out our website at MaxSpeedTV. Yeah, did I say that? Yeah. Check out our website at MaxSpeedTV.com, but follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. There we go. Got it out right that time.
There you go.
We'll be back here tomorrow night for, I believe, is Maximum Velocity League. Be roughly about the same time. I believe they start about 8 o'clock Eastern, somewhere along in there. So tune in tomorrow night here, same time, folks. We'll be broadcasting for them. And I think they're running the truck somewhere. I don't know where they're running. I think they're running the Super Speedway this week. They might be running Daytona, Ed. I did look at the schedule, but I don't remember now.
10-4, Rudy. I don't know where they run. I didn't look at their schedule. I probably should. And it'd be awesome if they're running at Daytona or something.
Oh, yeah.
Super
definitely.
Speedway.
Well, thanks, Dustin. Dustin says we do a heck of a good job.
Oh, thank you, Dustin. We appreciate that.
Ed's got this, he's got the calling the green flags right down pat now. Just absolutely perfect. I can't do it like he does it. The boogity, boogity, boogity. I screw that up every time. Well, let's see. Let's take a look here. This is the second caution. Yeah, second caution. You know, and it's like we always say, cautions breed cautions, and this is just exactly what's happened here. It's kind of got the field caught up to each other. When they were all spread out earlier, you could race somebody and pass them without 2 or 3 other cars being involved in that battle, you know, and make for a lot tighter racing. When you're racing the guy ahead of you, but you're also racing the guy behind you, it makes for a lot tougher racing. So these
So
guys.
Kaplinger, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Rudy. I just watching the Eric Kaplinger there. He went down and get some 4 fresh tires and fill that up with some fuel, and he's going to be heading back out. So I guess, you know, you take that chance. You know what? You got some fresh tires. You're going to go up and try to get that car up towards the front now.
Yep. Are you live?
I think I am, yeah.
He's been off the pit road for quite a while.
Okay, my bad. I guess I wasn't live. Thank you, Rudy.
If you're hitting that control 1, Ed, to take you to the wreck,
Yeah.
yeah, that does rewind you back about 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That's a good reminder for me to know that. Whoa,
Yep.
okay.
Then you got to make sure that you hit the live again.
Okay, Rudy, our pace lights are definitely off this time. We're getting ready to go back racing, gentlemen. Let's tighten those belts up one more time.
23 laps to go? No, 33 laps to go.
33.
Boy, I'm just really with it tonight in my math.
33. We sure ain't going to climb no trees.
Well, Gonzalez is in 4th, and he's led the most laps.
Okay, Rudy, that Ford GT Ford Mustang diving in the pit road. Green flag waves in the air one more time, gentlemen. Let's go racing. Boogity, boogity, boogity.
You got that down pat, brother. Dustin said, well, Ed does a good job when he's live. Yeah, I know I can't count. Well, Mark Robertson in 2nd. Gonzalez gets a run and gets into 3rd. And now Brian Timbrell in 4th. McCanny.
It's time to roll, boy.
Man, McCanny goes backwards on those new tires. He just doesn't seem like he's got the grip on the new tires.
No, that's what we talked about, Rudy. You know, the older the tires are, the better grip you got them on. Not a whole bunch, but I'm going to say if you got like into 14 laps, maybe 15 laps, where you got some heat in those tires.
McCanny goes in, Feliciano in 5th. McCanny goes back to 6th. And Brian Pager in 7th.
I'll tell you who's going to be taking a look here is Gonzalez on the inside of Mark Robertson. And I think Mark Robertson will give him the look.
Yes, sir. Mark goes way up high and lets Gonzalez. He knows Gonzalez is fast. And Gonzalez clears him and now sets his sights on our leader, Justin Romaine.
Feliciano is coming. He's going to pull down. He's going to take the 9 with him. McCanny's going to go with him.
Go back here and ride along here with Richard Gonzalez. As he closes up on the back of Justin Romaine. He ain't closing up too quick though. Down to 0.4 of a second.
Well, Romaine's got that fresh air like, well, you know, when Gonzalez was out there. He had that fresh air the same way.
Oh yeah, definitely. When you're riding back here behind somebody, that's dirty air. You don't want that dirty air. You want that clean air that the leader's got. It just makes a big difference on how that car handles.
Oh, definitely. And also, you got to remember too. You got to watch your marks, man. You got to hit every mark at every turn just right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You mess up one of those, guess what? That guy in the back of you, he's coming.
Mark Robertson's still in 3rd, and Feliciano taking a peek on the inside.
Oh, Mark got a little loose there.
Yeah, he gets a good run here, but Mark holds him off down the backstretch. But I don't know about going into turn 3. He's up high enough. Feliciano's going to go underneath him, and Mark's going to go back to 4th. And he's got McCanny on the inside of him. Man, what's going on with Mark, our Canadian buddy with the red maple leaf on the hood, going backwards? What the?
I think what happened there, he got up stuck up on that high side. He can't turn the car as he wants to turn it when he goes into turn, Rudy. And that high side doesn't really work that well for that car.
Yep, that's for sure. Yeah, being down there on that low line definitely is where you want to be.
Yeah, he pulled it back down the low line. Now he'll follow. He'll follow him through there now.
Brian Pager looking at second place here today. Brian Timbrell 7th. There we go with the Brian and Brian show back here in 6 and 7.
Oh, nice.
Serrato in 8th. David Snare in 9th. And Eric Kaplinger 10th. But the story is
we're starting to fan them all out again, and we're getting back going to racing.
Yep, 24 to go, and Justin Romaine in the lead by 0.3 of a second over Richard Gonzalez. And the story unfolding here is, can he hold Gonzalez off? Gonzalez has led 54 laps here today. Definitely clinches the title for the most laps led, but can he hold off Gonzalez for just coming to 23 more laps to go?
I don't know, man. Gonzalez is really closing up back of his bumper though already. I don't know if he can hold him. I don't know how long he's going to hold him off.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting to see. Feliciano in third spot has pulled away from McCanny by quite a little bit. And McCanny pulled away from Mark Robertson a lot.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Mark's having problems. Maybe he got a bad set of tires. I don't know what was going on there.
Boy, look at Brian Pager close up on him now. That's a chance of losing another position. He's gonna have to figure out to hold that thing down on that white line to protect that position.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't know what's going on. Maybe somebody threw him a set of old tires out there and said, "Here you go." Here's my used ones.
Yeah, Gonzalez now 0.3 of a second behind our leader. They're putting the hammer down. They're not wasting any time.
Well, they sure are not, Rudy. Boy, I just watched it for Lanciano there. He got just a little loose there coming up on a, I think that was coming up on a 4. He did a little bit. Ooh, we almost got close to the wall there. Really pushing it hard to try to catch those leaders.
Mark Robertson and Brian Pager pretty close to one another. And they've also got Brian Timbrell joining back in on the fight now in 7th. And it looks like it's about the only real battles going on the track right now. But let's go back here in the back. Kerry Woodward in 16th. Nick Taylor 15th. Brian Brewer in 14th. Anthony Cianci got a break and is into the 13th position. Mark Nichols 12th, and Graham Hood, the first one a lap down, in 11th place. Eric Kaplinger in 10th, Tom Serrato 9th, David Schnare in 8th, Brian Timbrell 7th. Oh, Mark Robertson getting passed up by Brian Pager. And Timbrell now looking to the inside of him and wants to follow suit. Hey, Bill.
Got that battle going up here in the front here, Rudy, like I was saying.
Yep, Gonzalez has closed up to 2/10 from Romaine.
Well, I've been watching him in turn 3 a couple times now. He was up on his back bumper there.
And 18, coming to 17 to go this time by, folks. Getting down to it.
Can you say dirty?
Like I said before, catching them one thing, but getting by them's another.
That's right.
And you can bet Romaine's going to be doing a lot of mirror driving right now, and they're going to be protecting that bottom line like, oh man, like you ain't never seen.
You could play like a Dale Hart Jr. or Senior there, get a little bump and run. I don't see Junior doing that much, but his father, he give you a bump and run.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I don't think Richard will do that. Richard's not like that. He's not a dirty driver. You know, yeah, he'd like to have the victory, and you know, Romaine he obviously drove as good as Gonzalez did today. He just didn't get that break to get up front until late in the race. And
Yeah,
this
and that's what I was gonna say. We talked about that clean air. If you're out in clean air like that, man, it's really hard.
And this is what it takes, though, you know, this is where it all happens right here. This is where it matters, you know, when the end of the race. You know, Gonzalez might have led the first 54 laps of the race, but it's who leads that last one is going to be the winner.
Oh, definitely.
Well, Feliciano now back 2.1 seconds behind the leader, and Randy McCanny just drive by Feliciano like he was standing still.
He sure did. I just saw that.
Man, that was wild there. Mark Robertson now goes back to 7th place as both the Bryans got by him, Brian Pager and Brian Timbrell.
Can McCanny catch him? We'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's 2 seconds back. I don't know if he's got enough time to get up there.
Well, he got down to 1.9 now.
Yeah, he's getting there, but and if him and Feliciano could work together, they could maybe reel them guys in and make it a 4-car battle for the win. But I don't know. Romain just barely holding off Gonzalez right now. But he is really protecting that low line, ain't he?
Yeah, he sure is, Rudy. I know he's doing a lot of mirror driving right now.
Definitely. 12 laps to go, folks. Can he do it? Can he hold off Gonzalez for the win here tonight?
Oh, we got a car down in the apron with a little smoking. I'm going to keep it on the apron. I don't know who that is, Rudy.
Gary Lowe, I believe.
Okay.
He's the slowest one on the track right now, so. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Gonzalez might have backed off to cool them tires off a little bit to make a late race run, or what?
I don't know, boy. He looks like he stepped back off the gas a little bit. See it? That little distance. He's not his bumper anymore.
Unless Romain has just picked it up a little bit. He's rode there long enough and said, well, I got to go because I can't let Gonzalez get to my back bumper again because it might not be as good as it was the last time there.
Yeah, you got that right, Rudy.
Gonzalez hanging on about a half a second behind him. We'll go back through the field here real quick before the end of this. Randy McCanny in 3rd. Michael Feliciano in 4th, Brian Timbrell 5th, Brian Pager 6th, Mark Robertson 7th, Tom Serrato 8th, David Schneer in 9th, Eric Kaplinger 10th, Graham Hood 11th, Mark Nichols 12th, Anthony Cianci 13th, Brian Brewer 14th, Nick Taylor 15th, Kerry Woodward 16th, and Gary Lowe is sitting on pit road, I believe, trying to see if they can fix that thing up.
Yeah, I think when we backed up on the wall, when I was telling you about that, Rudy, and I think that's what it started smoking there. It got too hot.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, 2/10 separating the two leaders up here. Justin Romain and Richard Gonzalez. Now it's coming up time here. Gonzalez has reeled Romain back in.
We try and look on the inside.
Yeah.
Try and look at that bottom.
Here he goes.
Oh boy, here we go.
He's got Romain.
Brings him in the front.
He had him pushed up. Now is this lap traffic going to come into play on this? 7 laps to go. That is Brian Brewer. Yes, Brian Brewer right ahead of them. And he could come into the play on this to see if Gonzalez can get by Romain. Boy, and right on the back bumper. Whoa.
But that's got to kind of mess him up a little bit.
Brian Brewer gets the heck out of the way. He says, man, I don't want no part of that.
Gonzalez got a little loose there. Snagged the wall just a little bit. Just touched it. 6
laps to go, folks. This is where it gets good. This is where it's all, man, comes down to this right here. Who's going to be the best one to bring it to victory lane?
I always say, Rudy, it's all about the money.
Well, Romaine's led 35 laps this time by, so, you know, that's what I'm saying. You know, if he would have got a chance to get out in clean air earlier, he could have been up there tangling it up with Gonzalez for them first 54 laps that Gonzalez led.
I'm Canny, boy. He's just a rolling right now. He's trying to get up there.
Yeah, he is. And, you know, the more them guys push up there, the more he's reeling them in. But I just don't think there's enough laps left.
I don't think there is either. It looked pretty close, though. But it looks like, because they're drafting together, and they're right on tight each other's bumper there almost, and that's when you get that push.
4 laps to go. Gonzalez tight on the bumper of Romaine.
Oh, hits the wall.
Ooh. That could have been the deciding factor right there of the race. They're coming to 3 to go this time. If Gonzalez didn't superheat them tires to try to get back up there with Romaine, I don't know. It could be over.
I think it is, Rudy. He really tagged that wall pretty hard. They left the front tires up on that wall.
3 laps to go. And you can bet Gonzalez is just working his tail off right now. Oh, loose again. Yeah,
he's pushing it too hard.
Yeah, he is really pushing it. Now, wonder if McCanny can get there. If there's enough laps left for McCanny to get there and challenge Gonzalez for second.
Oh, you hope you don't want to get loose again, because McCanny will be there.
Oh, yeah. Well, it looks like Romaine's going to get 2 laps to go. And
McCaney's going to close up on the back door.
Man, I'm telling you, ain't he? He is really closing up. I think Gonzalez has just got them tires so hot right now, he just cannot make a turn.
Turning now.
Nope.
McCaney takes him out. There, goes right by him like he was standing still.
Yes, he does. Yep, Gonzalez just really got them tired. Now, if Feliciano can get by him, this is the last lap right here. We're going to get up here to the leader as he's about to bring it into victory lane. Randy McCanny's second, and the question is if Gonzalez can stay there in third. Looks like he's going to do it. But coming out of turn 4, Justin Romaine for the win here tonight at Texas. Congratulations to him.
Congratulations, Justin. Awesome run. He qualified for us, pulls the win out here at Texas tonight. 100 lapper.
Well, we'll get down there in just a minute, see if he's going to come around here and burn them down for us. I don't know, he might not. Give him a second here to get calmed down, to cool down, and I think they usually like to try to line them up at the start-finish line, so we'll see if they do.
You're driving my favorite bank out there, Wells Fargo.
That's your favorite one? Ooh.
I used to when I lived out in Arizona. I love that bank.
Okay, it looks like that's the way they're going to sit, so let's see if we can get down here and get a word in with them. Whenever they get done talking. Justin Romaine, this is Rudy up in the MaxSpeedTV booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, you bring it into victory lane once again, brother. The Wells Fargo machine brings it to victory lane in Texas. Congratulations to you.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy. That was, I told Rich this just a second ago, that was the hardest I have ever driven a car. I knew on that last restart that I had to get some distance between me and him because on the longer run he was better. And I pretty much just kept driving qualifying laps trying to stay out in front of him. And he caught me 2 or 3 times, and I mean, I have to give him all the credit in the world. He ran me down 2 or 3 times, led the majority of the race at the beginning, and he did not get into me or do me dirty. I knew he was going to race me clean and hard, and that's what he did. So all the credit to Rich.
Well, I got to agree with you, man. It was a good show up there. He did lead the most laps tonight with 54. Man, I'll tell you what, nobody could touch him out there for the first 54 laps. You kind of was back there in dirty air, as we like to say, and couldn't seem to get cleared out there to where you could get some clean air, and maybe you would have had something for Richard on them first 54 laps. Do you think?
I was a little bit too tight to start with. In practice, I had kind of struggled with being pretty neutral in terms of car balance or kind of wrecking loose. And I didn't want to start wrecking loose just because I didn't want to get myself or anybody else in trouble. So I made some adjustments on that pit stop, loosened it up a little bit, and just because you stuck back there in that air, that tightened me up, I guess, enough. And then that last restart that we had there when I was the leader, I knew that was going to play into my advantage, and I was hoping that he was going to burn his stuff up getting to me and trying to get by me. And I don't know if the aero tight, so to speak, was kind of what helped me out a little bit, but yeah, it sure was fun.
Absolutely. Well, it was great to see you in Victory Lane again, Justin. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Just everybody at MSR. These guys are amazing, week in and week out. I've only been with them for a little while, and it is just so fun. Everybody is racing and having a good time all around. I want to thank Rich and Randy and Mike. We all had some pretty good racing going on throughout the pack and throughout the race. And then I want to thank Wells Fargo for enabling me to drive this thing, and Coca-Cola for keeping me hydrated.
All right, Justin, thanks a lot, and again, congratulations on your victory here tonight.
Thank you, sir.
Randy McCanny, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, Randy, you got by Richard Gonzalez there with just a few laps to go, and man, I'll tell you what, that was one heck of a piece of driving you did. Nice clean pass on him, but you bring it into second place tonight. Are you happy with that result?
Absolutely. Anytime you race people like Justin, Richard, everybody at MSR, anytime you can get a top 5 finish, I consider that a win for me.
Well, you did a heck of a job, Randy. We watched you pretty much the whole race, and you kept the car clean. You put it through there when you needed to. If you'd have had about maybe 4 or 5 more laps, you think you could have got to Justin and maybe did something with him?
I might have got to him, but as far as passing him, I doubt I could have. My car was really good about 35 to 40 laps in. I had a real long run set up in, and that pit stop, I was too afraid to adjust it too much, so I just left it as it is and hoped for the green. And if we could have stayed green for that second half of the race, I possibly could have got there, but I was driving for everything I had just to keep up to these guys.
Well, you did a great job out there, Randy. Congratulations on your second place. Anybody you want to shout out to or thank tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to thank Mike Mahoney once again. Awesome setups he's building. They're just rockets, and we practice them during the week, but they're 100% his setups, his ideas. I know his mother's in the hospital. Hope she gets well soon. And MSR, all the great drivers here, and you for doing the broadcast. It's a pleasure racing with you broadcasting.
Okay, well, thanks a lot, Randy, and again, congratulations on second place tonight.
Thank you very much, Rudy.
Richard Gonzalez, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, Rudy.
Well, Richard, you led the first 54 laps of the race. You clinched that title for the most laps led tonight. Man, it just what was going on there at the end? Had you got a bad set of tires, made a poor adjustment? You just couldn't pull away from them guys.
Yeah, once I got in traffic, the car was tight, and I thought about making an adjustment there on that pit stop, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to take a chance making it too loose, so I just left it alone. And I knew getting behind Justin was going to be difficult to, you know, get around him. And I tried. Boy, I tried. But it was still a great run tonight by everybody.
Yeah, we were watching you, Richard. Boy, you made a couple of really good, strong attempts. And, you know, I'm sure Justin was doing a lot of mirror driving right there. And, boy, you just really kept the pressure right on him. We seen you back it off there with just a couple to go and kind of cooled your tires down a little bit and made another challenge. And you could tell you just used up everything you had. And once Randy got by you, it was over. So, but you're bringing him third tonight. Congratulations. That's nothing to sneeze at, man. That's a great finish. But anybody you want to thank while you're right there?
Oh, absolutely, sure. I want to first thank Justin and you know, Randy there and Mike and the rest of the group at MSR for the, you know, just the great racing we have here. And you know, I want to thank Justin too for being as clean as he was and fighting hard, and it was a lot of fun. And lastly, I want to thank Michael Feliciano. Me and him put a lot of late nights into this setup, and I know he was running the same thing I was, or close to it, and he kind of fell short there at the end, but I owe him a lot. I owe him a lot to him for this finish tonight.
Okay, Richard. Well, thanks for chatting with us, buddy, and good racing out there tonight. It's good to see you know, you guys battling it up so hard. A lot of tough competitors, a lot of close racing. We've seen a couple of really close calls, but you guys kept it off of each other, and you know, just kind of a product of MSR. I got to agree with you. So, again, congratulations, and thanks for talking with us.
You got it. Thank you, Rudy, and thanks for the great show.
You're very welcome, sir, and thank you. Okay, Ed, let's run down through the results here real quick. Justin Romaine, our winner tonight. Randy McCanny in second. Richard Gonzalez third. Michael Feliciano in fourth. Brian Timbrell fifth. Brian Pager sixth. Mark Robertson seventh. Tom Serrato eighth. David Schneer in ninth. Eric Kaplinger 10th. Graham Hood finishing 11th. Mark Nichols 12th. Anthony Cianci 13th. Brian Brewer 14th. Nick Taylor 15th. Kerry Woodward 16th. Gary Lowe 17th. Teddy Wisniewski 18th. Was the rounded out the field right there of everybody that ran tonight. So, but congratulations again here. We've got to get up to our leader here. There we go. And congratulations again to Justin Romaine for Mach Speed. You were watching MaxSpeedTV, and thank you all for tuning in here tonight. And we hope that you all have a wonderful evening, and take care.